welcome you to the interview series of ACE Mentor Club. ACE Mentor Club is a digital platform to connect CA students and freshers for one-to-one mentoring. आज हमारे साथ है CA शुभम मेहता, जो एक एक्स इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकर है. I would like to welcome CA शुभम मेहता. Hi Shubham.
Hi, thanks a lot, Krishnakant, for that introduction. First of all, congratulations on starting this platform and gaining such traction that you have already reached 1,000 subscribers on LinkedIn. Nice, good.
So I would like to give a brief introduction about CA Shubham Mehta. Shubham Mehta is CA, CFA and investment banker, having 5+ years of experience in fundraising, and he was associated with the esteemed corporates like KPMG and Edelweiss. Welcome you to the interview series of ACE Mentor Club.
Thanks a lot, Krishnakant, for that nice introduction. Thank you.
So Shubham, start करते हैं starting से. Like, what excited you to join CA as a profession?
So I would say, like, I was not planning on doing CA. My aim was to join 12th करने के बाद में to join SRCC, but I missed by 1 mark. Now in India, if you have taken commerce and if you are not able to go to DU, I felt the best opportunity or the best idea for me was to do CA. So that is how I ended up doing CA.
Like, you did your articleship from Big Four. So can you share how
Yes.
you applied to Big Four and how did you get into Big Four?
Sure. So when I did my IPCC, I got All India rank in IPCC. Post that, I wanted to move to Mumbai. So idea was कि particleship करना है तो Big Four से ही करना है. So frankly speaking, उस time पे जितना knowledge अपने को था, everybody used to tell us that without reference कुछ होता नहीं है. So it was all about you need to apply through reference, then only your chances of getting into all these big companies increase. Frankly speaking, I didn't apply to any other company other than Big Four. It was all those 4 companies I had decided कि या तो ये 4 या देखेंगे क्या होगा. So I gave interviews in EY, I gave interviews in PwC, then I gave interview in KPMG. My interview in KPMG went in a direction which I had not thought of. If someone starts doing articleship, everyone thinks it would be all technical questions, fixed assets, accounting, audit, this, that. A very strange thing or funny thing is I have the word cricket in my email ID. So so the partner started asking, why do you have cricket in your email ID? So that is how the conversation just went in that direction, and I became a lot more comfortable while giving my interview. And to be honest, there were no such questions, no such technical questions, and the conversation went in that direction which I wanted it to go, to be honest. So yeah, that is how I ended up getting into KPMG and did my.
But Shubham, you have cleared your CA in first attempt while doing articleship from Big Four. How you able to manage your CA studies along with Big Four articleship? What we understand, it's more of you have to work for more than 12 hours sometimes. And how you were able to manage your studies along with your articleship?
Yeah, I agree to what you are saying, that in Big Fours, what perception everyone has is you need to work for very long hours. You need to be continuously on your toes. Every other day you get new clients or something or the other keeps on coming. When I came to Mumbai, I obviously CA coming from Rajasthan, staying in Mumbai, RVG is the ideal home for anyone. So yeah, I spent 2.5 years in RVG, and it was my home, and I created a complete new set of friends there, and obviously it was friend come family. So most of my time used to go spending time with them and in office. RVG had online classes called E10 at that point of time. So obviously if you are staying in RVG, पता है कि E10 है तो ठीक है, सुबह उठ के 6 बजे भी जाना है तो पता है कि नीचे ही जाना है केवल. You don't need to go to say JK Shah or Professional or some other places which are far away from the hostel. So yeah, I selected those classes. I used to go in the morning, attend class, and then come back, get ready for office, and used to leave. At times it has happened that so क्या होता था कि the classes were there in the morning also, in the evening also. So at times it has happened that I attend half class in the morning, then I get up for breakfast. Post breakfast, I used to go to like get ready, go to office, come back in the evening and try to attend the second half in the evening. So that is how I used to attend my classes. Frankly speaking, apart from attending classes, RVG में रह के मैंने और कुछ ऐसा सेल्फ स्टडी किया नहीं. For someone like me, self-study is very important. Like till the time I don't study myself, I just cannot rely completely on my classes. I need to do self-study, and that is when I get confidence. So in December 2015, when I took CA final leaves, that is the time when I actually started studying, and I was like, now I need to plan these 5 months so that I'm able to clear my CA finals. So yeah, I came home, I prepared my schedule and all those things. That is like fine, and I am like an early riser. So what I used to do is I used to study 4-5 hours straight in the morning. So for the balanced day, I am able to like spend some time whatever with my friends, family, and be a lot less pressurized rather than waiting, getting up late, and then stretching at the night. So that is how I used to study. And like as I mentioned, like in my days in Mumbai, I don't think so. I had done any studies apart from the classes which I attended.
Okay, Shubham. So you're more of a morning person who used to wake up early in the
Yeah.
morning and then study for like.
Yes, that's been since school, because Mayur school, which is in Ajmer, like 30-35 kilometers away from my home. So always used to get up like at 4:35 in the morning, and then she used to come at like 5:45, 6. So obviously from that time onwards, I have developed this habit and like continued it for the time.
That's nice. That's really nice. So Shubham, like after completing your CA, being a chartered accountant, you have entered into an investment banking. Can you share with the mentees like how did you get into investment banking being a CA? Is it like roller coaster ride, or is it like very easy? You applied, or is it from some reference you get into investment banking?
Yeah, I think so. Firstly, I would like to say that for all the chartered accountants, or for all the people who want to get into investment banking, it is like the most glorified profession, or as I would like to say. Everybody has a dream of getting into like you ask anyone, everyone would say, yeah, I want to get into finance. So that used to be the answer which everyone used to give after completing their articleship. And when you ask finance, yeah, profiles like investment banking. So everything just got used to stuck at finance, investment banking. So I would like to continue from my articleship days. So when I was doing my articleship in KPMG, post 1.5 years, I got an opportunity to work for a client called Alcam Laboratories, which went for an IPO in 2015 December. It is one of the largest domestic pharmaceutical manufacturers in India. So I got a very good learning experience doing audit for that IPO client, and that gave me a lot of perspective in terms of how capital raise is done, at least from the auditor's perspective. And obviously, since I was involved in the process, and I'm very much interested in capital markets, so I used to keep on asking my team, asking the other fellows, asking investment bankers at times that what all they do, trying to understand how things work out. So this experience helped me a lot in getting into investment banking. And in this only, I would like to share one brief incident that how things worked out well for me was one very important incident of my life, which happened during my CA final exams. During my CA finals exams, unfortunately, I got a kidney stone. That happened only after my first paper, that is accountancy. There were a lot of things which were revolving at that point of time, like whether I should continue, I should drop this attempt, what should I do? But that is the time when I think that is when I realized that if you are willing and you want to do something and you put your 100% effort, things fall into place. So like even in such situation, I thought that I have to give 7 exams, and am pretty sure all of the people who have done CA are aware that what those 15 days are for anyone when they are giving their CA final exams. So like I can't even recollect that whatever used to happen. I was on high doses of Ayurvedic medicine and all those things. I kept my cool and I decided that I will give this attempt, and I gave and I cleared. So yeah, that boosted my confidence a lot, and that again made me realize, or like tell me ki, yeah, if you are willing and if you want to do, if you are determined, you will be able to do things. So that is why now coming back to when my articleship got over with KPMG, obviously they offered me to
That
continue
show
in
your
audit, but
dedication and a brave movement. Like after your first paper, you gave your paper, and then you were like you get to know that you have a kidney stone, and that time you took that decision. That really shows your dedication, how much dedicated you are towards your studies and your life or your career. That's really a brave
yeah,
movement.
when I go and see it right now, I can't even imagine like at that sort of time. So I clearly remember in the second paper SFM, I had drip in one of my hands, and my the answer sheet that had some blood and all those things on that paper. So yeah, I cannot right now imagine also all those things. So yeah, that gave me a very good experience in life and has helped me a lot during these 4 years of my professional journey post clearing articleship.
So when you entered into investment banking, like did you find it very challenging?
I once I cleared, then I left my job at KPMG, left my articleship ended. Then I got a chance to work with Edelweiss. Obviously, like I had applied through one of my references. The good thing was I was able to get directly into it because a vacancy was created and they were looking for someone who can join immediately. So since I had left KPMG, I was like available to join say the very next day. So that helped me. Now when I was accepting that offer, obviously you have heard a lot about investment banking. It is a whole new set of challenges which you are like signing for when you are joining investment banking. And it was like a very challenging experience, if I have to say. There were long hours, stringent deadlines, lot of work all the times. But the good part is obviously when you are doing all such things, your learning curve is very steep. So I used to I was part of the equity capital markets team. So I used to help clients raise funds via IPOs, QIPs, and rights issues, buybacks, and all those things. So when I was doing all those things, you learn a lot. And since like at that point of time, I was when I joined, I was the youngest member in the team. So obviously a lot of work used to come to me, and that has helped me grow.
Okay. Shubham, as you are doing CFA at that time, so do you think like CFA helped you to get into an investment banking? Yeah, CFA is a necessity for an investment banker. Yeah, is there any other degree which is required for a CA to go for that? Then only he can enter into investment banking. Is it math or what's your view on that?
I'll be honest with you, like doing CFA in India is just a value add. Only CFA cannot help you go anywhere. In India, all the things which are done by CFA or say when you clear FRA paper, all of them generally have a base degree of CA. And to be honest with you, CA is what is recognized by all the large corporates rather than a CFA. So I won't say that for getting into investment banking you need to have a CFA degree for sure. Uh, it might add to a few things here and there, like you might learn a bit more about say valuation, or a bit more into like financial modeling and all. But I won't say that it is a necessity. So even if you have only done CA and you know these skills of financial modeling, you are good at valuation, you are like good with regulations, good with presentations, then I don't think so you need a CFA to getting into investment banking.
And just I'm very much curious. Like, what skill set is required for an investment banker? Like,
yeah. So if you ask me in terms of if you want to go into investment banking, like you need to be completely hands-on with the markets, what is going in the market. You need to have that knowledge. You should be aware what is happening in the market. Like your interest level should show in all those things. Like you should be aware ki what deals are happening in the market, how things are valued. You should have financial modeling का थोड़ा understanding experience how things work around. You should have like good skills, good skill set in Excel and presentation for sure, because when you're pitching to clients, presentation skills are very very important. So that is also very good. You should be good with when you're crunching numbers, figuring out how you should portray yourself. Like we are the best investment bankers, so you should select us rather than selecting anyone else. So all those things are very important, and these come along. Like there are no you don't need to do any specific courses for all that, but it is just your when you are doing things, you need to be aware of all those things, and you should have the interest. Now, one more point which I would like to highlight is you need to have good soft skills also when you're working in investment banking, because on a daily basis you will be interacting with promoters, you will be interacting with private equity guys. They have very limited time, so you cannot go on and on talking about things to them. They don't have time. You need to be very crystal clear in your thought process. These are the 4 points I need to make, and then accordingly you should be having a complete background of or complete backup of things what you are telling. So I feel those skills are very very important for anyone who wants to get into investment banking.
so what I understand from your answer, that person should have financial market knowledge, so he should read newspaper daily. He should be
Yeah.
like very confident about the numbers, and third,
Yes.
he should have soft skills.
Yeah. He should be organized in his thought process. I would like to say that. So that obviously if you're organized in your thought process, you can go and say anything with that confidence, which is important when you are presenting to the promoters or whatever big funds. That is very important.
Shubham, one more question, like, can you just share your interview experience when you appeared for an investment banking role? What type of questions they have asked you? How you have prepared for that? Is that like anything different you have read, or is it just a normal interview with two-way communication, or more on financial knowledge, market knowledge? What it is all about?
Yeah. So my interview in Edelweiss. So I have given money. I gave that was my first interview for investment banking role. So obviously, like when I was going for the interview,
Sorry,
I was not.
cut you in here. Sorry, then cut you in here. Can you just share like how many rounds of interview you have given, and if you can just explain the whole process?
Sure, I'll explain that. So, I got a call from HR, and then the first round was HR round. It was pretty simple, trying to understand what my background is, what my thought process is, what I generally do, how well I'll be able to cope up with such work timings, what has been my prior experience. So all those things were there in the HR round. Post that, I had two more rounds. Again, I cannot differentiate specifically that this was a technical round or something of that sort. But yeah, both the rounds were it was one, since I was joining equity capital markets team, and when you are doing fundraising, Indian capital markets, as you all of you are aware, like it's regulated by SEBI. So since I was aware that this is the job profile I am going for, so I had studied a bit about the SEBI regulations, what are the things which a company needs to do when they want to go public. Since I had Alchem ka experience, so I did a lot of research on a pharma industry. Then post that, I did a research on Edelweiss. Obviously, you need to know that where you're joining, what exactly they do, what sort of deals they have done. So all these things show your preparedness for the interview. So obviously, by doing all those things, the interviewer feels that you are interested in the job profile. So that I did. I have been interested in stock market for since my school days. So I won't say that I had prepared anything specifically, but yeah, those set of questions were also there. So again, testing your market knowledge, how much you are aware, are you interested in financial markets? So that thing was there. Apart from that, as I already mentioned, reading news articles, be on top of things, what is happening in the markets. That is very important. So obviously there was few technical questions for regarding valuation, DCF valuation, relative valuation, all those things. But at the end of the day, you should be confident with your market knowledge, and with you should show that you have done research and you are interested in the job profile. So that is for me far more important rather than showing it I know all the valuation formulas. So yeah, that is how it was.
So can I say like the CA, a chartered accountant appearing for IB interview, he should be having thorough knowledge of SFM, and he should be very much like knowing about what is equity capital market, financial market knowledge, and more of ICDR regulations, which we normally read during our allied laws.
Yeah, sure. Yes, I would say that if someone wants to get into capital markets, for sure he needs to study about SEBI regulation. That is also a very important part of equity capital markets, because like as I have already mentioned, nothing goes past till the time SEBI gives its clearance. So that is very important for anyone who would like to get into an investment banking role in equity capital markets. And just apart from that, you should have decent sector knowledge also, like understanding which sector, how things work in specific sectors, real estate, infra, consumer, all are different sectors. So yeah, you should be aware about all those things also.
Okay, that's really like very descriptive information for the students, like how they can enter into investment bank, how they have to prepare for investment banking role. So Shubham, like to build up your entrepreneurial skills, you entered into a startup, Love Local. What made you to take that 360-degree rotation change from investment banking to a startup space? I'm very much curious to know about that. If you can share something.
Yeah. So I think after 2.5 odd years of experience in investment banking, I think markets just were not doing that great at that point of time. So the deal flow reduced, and obviously if you have less work, the learnings are a bit limited. So from my initial days, I obviously, like, my idea is to keep learning, and that is the most important part. Like, even if you are putting putting your hard work, you're getting challenges, but till the time you're learning new things, I feel that you are going in the right direction. Once I started feeling that maybe the learning is getting a bit limited, somehow that Rajasthani blood came into me. Like, yeah, I need to do something of my own. I need to develop on my entrepreneurship skills, because I need to have something of my own. So I need to create something of that. So that at that point of time, I realized that I need to gain that experience. So that is when startup ecosystem just excited me, and I was like continuously reading about new startups, what they do, how they are doing, about their fundraising, what is the business model, using their apps, all those things. So that is how I started looking for jobs. And obviously at that point of time, to be honest with you, I was not very clear whether I want to join a startup or whether I want to go to a VC. My whole idea was to go into startup ecosystem, to see how things work there. So yeah, I started exploring opportunities with various venture capital funds, with startups. I became very active on LinkedIn, like cold calling, cold mailing. I have like done everything which I felt will help me in terms of understanding what they actually do, and giving me an opportunity to where I want to go. So yeah, that is why I wanted to make that move. And when I was doing this, I a company called Love Local. Earlier at that point of time, it was known as Empani. So the main mission which they have is to digitalize these local retailers. So like the purpose, the mission, just I felt that I'm connected to this mission. You need to buy anything, you need to go grocery shopping, fruits and vegetables, anything of that sort. We have done all through our local retailers. At that point of time, it wasn't like the Amazon, the Flipkarts of the world. So I could relate to that purpose, and that is why I thought that I need to join this startup, and this can help me obviously in what I want to learn in terms of entrepreneurship skills, as well as I'll be able to relate. I'll be able to relate to the purpose. So I'll be always like motivated to solve this bigger picture issue which retailers are facing right now of not being able to organize and digitalize themselves. So yeah, that is why I joined Love Local. So currently I'm working as chief of staff here. So yeah, that is how I ended up from being an investment banker to working in a startup.
Many congratulations to you. Like what you have want in your life, you got that. That's really great.
Thank you.
It was really a wonderful discussion with you, Shubham, and an interactive session. Like a lot of students, lot of mentees will get a like how they want to enter into investment banking, how they should prepare for an investment banking role. It was like very descriptive, very informative session. Thank you, Shubham. Thank you for your time. So those who enter into investment banking, those who want to understand more about the startup space, they can book their session with Shubham at www.acementorclub.com.
Thanks a lot, Krishnakant. It was a very good session, and I would like to highlight that the initiative which you have taken called Ace Mentor, I really like this initiative. They can go directly book sessions on the platform and reach out to the mentor and have the one-on-one sessions, which can help them a lot in terms of figuring out what is the path they need to choose in getting their dream jobs. Because as I can clearly see that the mentor board is very, very diversified. So if anybody wants to join any industry, they have the right set of people who they can approach and book their sessions, and then accordingly understand what are the steps they need to follow to achieve what they want to achieve in their life. So I really appreciate this initiative which you have taken, and as you have already highlighted, if anybody wants to book any session, they can go directly to www.acementorclub.com and they can directly book sessions with their mentors. All timings and all are available at that place only. So I would just like to highlight that anybody who feels that they want to understand more about investment banking, more about startups, more about any specific field, any specific role, any specific industry, you can surely go to Ace Mentor Club and get all your questions answered.
Thank you, Shubham. Thank you for such an amazing introduction about our initiative and revolutionary movement. Thank you, Shubham.
Thank you.